Hi guys. Hi Kelly. We are going to be reading in the New International Version today, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update real quick. I've been asking prayer requests for my sister Melody, and the twins that she's carrying, the girls, Kinsley and Gracie. Well, Gracie had been losing a lot of water in her sac, and they said she wouldn't make it within the next 2 days. Well, Melody had an appointment at the doctor today, and Gracie has passed away. So, as you can imagine, Melly's having a pretty hard day. So if you could please keep her in your prayers, I'd appreciate it. They're going to leave Gracie in there and try to get Melly to 37 weeks with Kinsley, and then deliver them both, unless Melly's body tries to miscarry Gracie, and then they'll have to deliver Kinsley and Gracie both when that happens. And also hope that Melly and Kinsley do not get an infection from Gracie's passing somehow, they said. So God always answers our prayers. Sometimes He just don't answer them in the way we want all the time. God knows what's best for us, and we don't. So I know He had a greater reason to have Gracie with Him than He did to have her down here on this earth. Maybe He didn't want her to see the horrible things that are to come in this world. She had a special place in heaven. Maybe it was to keep her sister Raylyn, who passed away in July. Maybe it was so they could have fun up there together. So, but as you know, it's really hard on Melody, so please keep Melly in your prayers. And I would really appreciate it. And prayers for Kinsley as well. Kinsley's doing great, but continued prayers, please, for them both, that they continue to do well and have a safe delivery of a healthy baby girl. Hopefully she'll make it to 37 weeks or farther. Alright guys, let's start the Bible reading. We're going to be reading in the New International Version today. We're going to start with Mark chapter 2 verse 13 through chapter 3 verse 6. Once again, Jesus went out beside the lake. A large crowd came to Him, and He began to teach them. And He walked along. He saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax collector's booth. "Follow me," Jesus told him, and Levi got up and followed Him. While Jesus was having dinner at Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners were eating with Him and His disciples, for there were many who followed Him. When the teachers of the law, who were Pharisees, saw Him eating with the sinners and tax collectors, they asked His disciples, "Why does He eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When hearing this, Jesus said to them, "Is it not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick? I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners." Now John's disciples and the Pharisees were fasting. Some people came and asked Jesus, "How is it that John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees are fasting, but yours are not?" Jesus answered, "How can the guests of the bridegroom fast while he is with them? They cannot, so long as they have him with them. But the time will come when the bridegroom will be taken from them, and on that day they will fast. No one sews a patch on unshrunken cloth. on an old garment. Otherwise the new piece will pull away from the old, making the tear worse. And no one pours new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise the wine will burst the skins, and both the wine and the wineskins will be ruined. No, they pour new wine into new wineskins. One Sabbath day, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and as his disciples walked along, he began to pick some heads of grain. The Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" He answered, "Have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry and in need? In the days of Abiathar, the high priest, he entered the house of God and ate the consecrated bread, which is lawful only for the priests to eat. And he also gave some to his companions." Then he said to them, "The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath." Another time Jesus went into the synagogue, and a man with a shriveled hand was there. Some of them were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus, so they watched him closely to see if he would heal him on the Sabbath. Jesus said to the man with the shriveled hand, "Stand up in front of everyone." Then Jesus asked them, "Which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil, to save life or to kill?" But they remained silent. He looked around at them in anger and deeply distressed at their stubborn hearts, said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He stretched it out, and his hand was completely restored. Then the Pharisees went out and began to plot with the Herodians how they might kill Jesus. That's where we'll stop today with Mark. Next, we are going to read our psalm for today, which is Psalm chapter 36. For the director of music, of David, the servant of the Lord. I have a message from God in my heart concerning the sinfulness of the wicked. There is no fear of God before their eyes. In their own eyes they flatter themselves too much to detect or hate their sin. The words of their mouths are wicked and deceitful. They fail to act wisely or do good. Even on their beds they plot evil. They commit themselves to a sinful course and do not reject what is wrong. Your love, Lord, reaches to the heavens, your faithfulness to the skies, your righteousness like the highest mountains, your justice like the great deep. You, Lord, preserve both people and animals. How priceless in your unfailing love, O God. People take refuge in the shadow of your wings. They feast on the abundance of your house. You give them drink from your river of delights, for with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. Continue your love to those who know you, your righteousness to the upright in heart. May the foot of the proud not come against me, nor the hand of the wicked drive me away. See how the evildoers lie fallen, thrown down, not able to rise. And that was our psalm. And lastly, for our Bible reading today, we're going to read Proverbs chapter 10, verses 1 and 2. Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death. And that's where we'll stop with our Bible reading for today. So that was our Bible reading. I hope it touched your guys' hearts. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Let's bring those souls to Jesus, and God willing, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another Bible reading. Bye guys. God bless.